Hej Mikle, hej Inkobi. Hey Gerald. Still not happy with this. Just gonna try something else. It's a little, I don't know, it's a little bit too cyan. We'll see. That's tonal correction, color balance. Yes. Alright, Sorry, my Tourette's acting up again. It's one of those things whenever, especially whenever I kind of get buried in my novel work, like that's where it really gets aggressive because that's when my inspiration just skyrockets and then it's just then it gets stupid. Then I then I lose some humanity and then I just kind of start seeing visions. Hey, Tooth. Hey, his fits. Hey, Roman. Hey, Henke. That's awesome. Sorry if I'm sounding a little bit unenergetic. I'm kind of going through a bit of a drowsy spell where I'm like really fighting hard against falling asleep. It's not my time to sleep. It's not usual. It's just kind of like it just hit me like this overwhelming urge to just kind of, just kind of doze away like. So I'm praying this coffee does the thing. Because I both need and want to draw. So because yesterday I finished the Absolute Batman cover. Today I gotta make some of these final pieces for the Art of Sunstone. Tomorrow I gotta make the Batwoman cover, and then I have to finish up the update to Crimson, and then I have to spend about 10 days working on the DC project, and then I have to make Sunstone. So my month is a little bit heavy. That's not even counting all the novel writing. Thanks, Dark Horse. I don't handle monster well. It's not out yet. This is I just finished it yesterday. I don't know what the issue is gonna be for. I'll ask them. I think it's a variant cover. I think like for a comic store or something like that. I don't know. Basically, they contacted me to if I would be able to do one, and it features Batman and Poison Ivy. So I was like, all right, yeah. Hey, my decisions about my workload are awesome. I just make too many of them. Am I, do I intend to continue the story of Lisa and Ali? Yeah, Sunstone is a 20-book series. Everybody's story gets continued. Uh, in the current Mercy arc, we're going to actually see also how they end up together before, like we're gonna see the whole flirting and shit that they did when Ali got hooked on her stories. There's gonna be a bit of a side arc happening in the Mercy arc among all the other things. And then the Mercy arc is going to reach the point where Anne develops her massive crush on Lisa, which is going to lead to the most hilarious volume of all of the series, where Anne has this imaginary one-sided relationship with Lisa because she gets hooked on her stories, and Yeah, she doesn't process it all well, which leads to the events of Sunstorm Volume 4 and the whole absolute crash out at the Crimson Club. And then after that, the story continues, which is going to show us the story of Alan and Anne. And at the same time, it's going to continue the story of Ali and Lisa, where we're going to see what happens with them and how their relationship progresses and everything. And then after that, after all of that, there's going to be the Jasper arc. And Jasper arc is going to, at first, primarily focus on Alan, on Marion and James. And as that progresses and they reconnect with the rest of the team, then we're gonna again see how everybody else progresses. And then Sunstorm Volume 20 is going to be about Ali and Lisa's wedding. Have I seen your thing on Blue Sky? Yes, I did. It looks good. It's just basically one of those things where you can get 10 artists to tell you 10 different critiques. You know what I mean? Because it is predominantly based on how a person, what somebody's personal aesthetic for design of monsters is. My own critiques would be, for instance, the ore on the ore node on the monster's back should be way more asymmetrical, kind of give it a bit of a tilted look, you know, just kind of give, because on your design it's very kind of horizontal, like give it a little bit of a tilt, you know, because like the ore part has kind of grown into a bit of a weird shape that kind of makes it like lean over to the side, you know, give it a little bit of a dynamic. Yeah, but that's just kind of my own personal things. I'm a storyteller more than a concept artist. Um, what I would also suggest is work on that second form where, you know, the tentacle thing pops out. It's a bit too humanoid. I think you can get more creative with that and just kind of revise and do something more interesting with it. You know, I would take, for example, the way that Crab's mouth open, and then what if you applied that to the top of its shell, where you know you open it in a more interesting way, and then you know do something cool with that. Those are my points. You usually trace traditionally. I usually trace from a brain, but when I don't trace from a brain, I trace from my brain that built 3D models in ZBrush. Do I have any plans of writing in Croatian or Serbian? No, because then I'd have to go to the pain of translating it for my main market, because like I can't really focus on this area here for publishing of comics, because you know, I I'd starve. It's a sad reality of our region, you know. I know. You phrased it funnily, so I kind of went with it. Nobody's a prophet in their homeland. True. Yeah, all over the world, I have a readership. In these areas, it's significantly smaller. Hey, Philly. I sketched. Any plans to release art books or sketchbook anytime soon? I'm literally working on finishing the Art of Sunstone art book. That's a Kickstarter. It's officially done, but it has the late pledges enabled because Kickstarter now has that. Took me a long time to get used to that because I would use whenever I finished or I finished Kickstarter, I was just like, well, that's done. Don't have to think about that. It's like, no, you can still get people to pledge. Oh, so the work never ends. I don't know. Can you send me on Discord? Oh, wait, you actually posted it here. Okay, this is on Twitch, the link itself. Let's see. Oh, gotta find Twitch in my drowsy state. Let's see. How do I do advertising? Should come with a more. Oh, that's some peak. That is some peak advertising. This is beautiful. And yeah, I've had my own reviews of similar, shall we say, quality. I, d- I don't have a Discord server. I just have my own Discord account so that I can hop into other people's servers. I'm a server leech. What? Yes, I'm a perpetual lurker. Uh, do I think I would ever publish my other artwork if this one does well? This one already did well. Um, the problem really is like thematically speaking, I like my books to be a bit on the thicker side, so it's one of those things where Sunstone had over 200 illustrations ready to go. uh, other works of mine have less, not you know little, but it's like, they hover around, let's say, 100. And so I'm gonna wait until more stockpiles so I can make like art of fine print, or I'm actually probably gonna just do a combined Kickstarter with Linda. We're gonna make a sort of art of the divines or something like that for our shared divine universe. uh, and then at some point I'm probably gonna do an art of death vigil or something like that, or like some sort of monster book or something like that. We'll see. The only thing I don't see myself doing is, doing stuff based on like copyrighted materials from other companies. That I leave that to them. No, I'm a comic artist, comic writer. I make comics. Is what I do. Oh, listen, I've seen so many peculiar reviews of my comics. At this point, I'm just kind of like, yeah. It's like, oh, I have a review of your comic. That's nice. Honestly, one of those things you learn through years and years of doing this job is you kind of stop paying attention to the bad reviews. Because not even, it's not one of those, oh, you can't handle differing opinion. No, that's fine. It's just, if you have already established yourself as a creator with an audience that likes what you do, you kind of don't really care about getting everybody to like your work. There's always going to be somebody who doesn't like your work. I've always approached this stuff basically with this, like, a little bit of a life hack of my own when I got into comics. when I got started getting my first bad reviews, and you get them inevitably. But like, and when I read them, it was just like I read them and I had that big the dude moment. It's like, well, that's just like your opinion, man. Because at the end of the day, that's what a review is. Somebody who's coming with it with their own predefined expectations and predefined sense of taste. Because like, and then it hit me, right? I don't like The Watchmen. I find that comic incredibly boring. I've never successfully sat down and finished that comic. It just every time I'm like starts reading and just you know falls asleep. And that means nothing for the comic itself. That's not a that's not a judgment on the comic. It's like I could say it's like, well, this is a boring comic. Yeah, to me it doesn't click for me. But at the end of the day, Watchmen is one of the most critically acclaimed pieces of comic literature. So it's like, who's right? It's one of those things. Like, well, everybody else is right. Yeah, well, not to me. That's really what it comes down to. So I just generally, whenever somebody is like very vehemently dislikes my thing, I'm like, oh, I guess you're not my readership anymore, or you were not gonna be my readership. So I, all right. No, I'm not an uncultured swine. I'm a person with specific tastes. It's like saying, I like this food, but I don't like that food. That other food that I don't like is somebody else's absolute favorite, but god damn, it doesn't click for me. I don't like sushi. People swear by it. I tried it. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's fine, I guess, maybe. Can I get some lemon? It's that's the thing with taste. And you will never satisfy everybody's taste. A book does not exist. There's nothing that exists that everybody is gonna agree and say, wow, this is perfect. Even clean air, some fucker out there is gonna be like, it actually kind of unpleasantly tickles my nostrils. It's like, oh yeah, of course. So this is one of those advices that I actually give to creators going into this line of work is find that one thing that everybody seems to like, but you personally it doesn't click for you at all. You may even hate it. You may not be able to even stand it. Like it's like that's how much you dislike it. And then whenever somebody you know gives you a bad review, consider that it may be a quality issue. But if you see that your quality seems to be good, it may be that. It may be your Watchman. Who knows? Yeah, exactly that. This is why I never like every now and then you used to be like a little bit apologetic about it's like I don't read or like this. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. And I really genuinely do mean it. That's fine. You like my other stuff, and that's awesome. There's a bunch of people right now who are more excited about me publishing Death Vigil this year than anything else that I'm making, and that's valid. That's what we're like. You don't design your own likes and dislikes. They kind of just happen, and you kind of live with them. Yeah, sushi is not something for this area. Like and like here in the Mediterranean, like we're not strangers to raw fish and to raw stuff, but it's like we kind of do it very differently. Where in Japanese cuisine they'll use those soy sauces and this and that sauce, and here we kind of tend to just go with like salt and lemon and like maybe a little bit of oil, olive oil, stuff like that. It's a different garlic. Yeah, it's a different. It's a very different kind of expectation of what you're expecting when you try something like raw fish or like raw mussels or stuff like that. And it's like And yeah, Truman, I've checked your other designs. Like they look fine to me. Basically, it's one of those things. They're all kind of targeting a very specific look. Uh, if you want to work as a concept artist, you're gonna have to diversify your portfolio with different kinds of looks, as in, sprinkle in different genres, different kind of moods to characters, and yeah, I think you'll be fine. You're not missing much, Ravine, literally, because it's never getting continued. So yeah, Sunstone has been published. The first five volumes has been published by Čarobna knjiga in Serbia. Uh, but beyond that, the only one I know was both Harleen and a Croatian publication has done. Sorry, both Čarobna knjiga and a Croatian publication, which I forgot which one it was, have translated and published Harleen. Yep, those are the Čarobna knjiga ones. They did a good job with those. I have so many versions of Sunstone in my house right now, like it's actually insane. And like I don't even have like half of them. Like Sunstone got published in like 70 plus countries in the world, so it's one of those things where it's like I'm missing a lot. Kinda really want to get myself the Japanese version. I don't. I only have English editions. From like yeah French and Italian stuff like that. Like there are no 6 to 9 editions that are translated in this area yet. Most publishers tend to kind of wait until a full arc is completed. So, and given that the Mercy arc is a 9 books series, it's gonna take a while. Oh, okay. Shit. I don't really have them here right now. I gotta check what my situation is with them, because I know I have duplicates. But I gotta see what the situation is with them, because we are moving. We're in the process of moving to a new house, so I gotta check where everything is, because it's basically nothing but boxes at this point. Everything needs to be organized properly at this point. But once we finish moving in like 2 months, just stick around the streams and remind me at that point, and I'll see what I got there. I know I have them. It's just I don't know where they are. I got that. I got fine print. I got all kinds of books. Like, because like generally when I make a book, they send me like a package of books. So I hand them out to a bunch of friends, and then I'm left with like a big old mountain of them. I've been moving for over a year because we're still finishing stuff. I'm kind of moving slowly because it's not a moving day, but the point is basically if we move out stuff that we can without, just making it all in the last moment, then by the time it comes to the point where we're actually kind of have to move the rest of the stuff, it's gonna be maybe 2 cars worth of stuff. We're moving our computers, we're moving some clothes in the end, and that's it. Done. That's the thing. The first thing you gather through 20 plus years of making comics is just a whole lot of clutter. it's one of those things. I can do anything for this long and this frequently, and it's bound to improve over time. The problem is then every time you look at your old pieces for any reason, you cringe. And that's been me making this art book, just kind of going like, oh, hey, I'm gonna put this. Oh, what the fuck? What's with the proportions? Always the same story. I've done that many times over. Even for the art book that I'm working on right now, like a lot of it is remakes or fixes or just slight upgrades on some very old stuff that I still love and, for the concept. It's just that, I can do a better job with everything else. No, it's not. You don't have to. Don't worry. Like it's literally just me, me removing some of the clutter. That's a good thing. Yeah, that's the only one that I kind of abandoned because it kind of went to shit. Just drop by on one of these streams. I actually stream pretty often. I'm gonna do the YouTube thing. Hit like and subscribe and press the bell button. So, uh, funny thing is, my YouTube isn't even monetized. I don't give a shit. But it's one of those things where, unfortunately, if you wanna catch a thing, it's like you have to literally do everything dance to the moon, and YouTube then still gets to not show you when people are live, which is just great. It's just the best. Oh, that's where it's been. I'm like, what the fuck? Actually, this bit is easier to do in Photoshop, so I'm gonna just do that. Where's it? Okay. So, image adjustment, hue saturations, yellows, saturation. Okay. Really? Okay. That's annoying. Unfortunately, probably not for long, because this freaking drowsiness is not letting go, and I'm just like 2 steps from falling asleep. It's just, I don't know what it is today. Maybe it's all the rain, maybe I'm just old, which, valid, but it's just kicking my ass today. No, I was sick a few days ago. I had fever for a few days and everything, but I got over that. It's just it's kind of tired. I know, but I generally just consider the actual sick part as the one where I have the fever. Everything else, I just, walk it off. Hmm? What? Shut up. Totally not me. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to. Because I now have only one choice. Either I collapse and go to sleep, which I don't want to, or I go with my wife out for a walk and a coffee. Oh, I know. Me going outside is for a stupid walk for my stupid mental health. Oh no. Oh no. Yes, my lobster's still buttery. God, I love that phrase. I know. Yeah, but that's every phrase, honestly. Like any good idea and any good phrase, and somebody's gonna fuck it up. Hey, pew pew. Okay, back to Photoshop for a second. Why are there so many layered copies? Because I'm an indecisive fucker sometimes, and kind of make myself return points, and then once I decide what I want to do, I delete the later copies. Basically, it comes down like this, like, uh, maybe if I tilted the head a bit upward and change the direction of the eyes. Let's give it a try. Duplicate. I'm save scumming. Because that's literally what I am doing. I'm save scumming. It's like, okay, I'm gonna make a decision, and it could make a whole mess of the whole thing. Quick save. Oh, I know what your cutting files look like in ZBrush because I know what my files look in ZBrush as well. It's I have 120 plus gigabytes for like just one of the more simpler sculpts that I'm working on, and like 99% of that is just the duplicates of the same fucking statue. Going like, okay, but if I try it like this, oh, let me just real quick save new version. Jesus Christ. And my quick save folder is just always regularly on a regular kind of just threatening to crash my PC completely by just overloading everything with data. There was a time I didn't even know it was doing it, right? So I'm like doing my sculpting, and then one point I'm trying to open a JPEG reference, right? I'm like, it's like, I can't open, not enough room. I'm like, what the fuck is not enough room? What are you talking about? Can't open, not enough space, not enough this space. I'm like, the fuck is happening? Checks disk space, 5 MB left on a terabyte hard drive. I'm like, what the fuck happened? Looks up what's taking up the space. ZBrush quick saves. ZBrush really went, you can learn today about quick saves. No joke, ZBrush quick saves will absolutely devour your. And like, those aren't like, sorry, not quick saves, those are auto saves. So basically, it's just kind of automatic backups. And if you're working on multiple like sculpts and stuff, oh my god, that shit fills up fast. Like, I don't even know what my situation with ZBrush backups is right now, but it's like, it's ridiculous. me see. Quick save. Where is this? Quick, no. Recent project. Yeah, quick save. Like, I haven't even been working on that many pieces at the same time now. So like, this is all there is. But sometimes this shit, you have to scroll and scroll and scroll horizontally endlessly. How many of them there are? It's absolutely insane. Insane. Oh, yeah. But as I can see, my wife's all but ready. I'm gonna now. I'm gonna. Let's go, loser. We're getting coffee. Get in, loser. All right. Well, thank you all for being here. I'm gonna go and wake the fuck up.